Hello and welcome to my god.
So did you just send something into the group chat right when we started the podcast? What is that? I can't believe you.
Let me start this podcast, god damn it.
Go ahead.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Unprofessional Perfectionist. For you first time listeners out there, we are a podcast where we talk about life, love, and mental wellness through our own lived experiences. I'm Kristen.
Hey, I'm Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, and to start off this episode, we'll be answering a question from one of your letters. So each episode will be answering the questions to the letters that you guys, y'all, our listeners, have submitted. And we've been fortunate enough to have some of our amazing folks, listeners, people out there, submit a few pretty tough questions this month, except these two questions. Actually, they're kind of tough. What do you say, Kristen? Are they kind of tough? Not really. Nothing.
Every question's a
when you're a
tough
professional, yeah, I don't even know math. All right, so the first question is, Kristen, are you ready for this first question? I don't think I'm ready for it, but are you ready? Here it is. Do people still use dating apps?
Absolutely. I know
Absolutely
I do.
not.
I know I
Oh,
do.
why do you use dating apps? Dating apps is so redundant. What? What's on the dating app? Do you find dates?
Sometimes. I think, I don't know, it's kind of difficult to say because, I don't want to sound like an awful human being when I say this, but, there are times where I feel, sad.
Canceled.
Where I feel
Canceled.
sad about myself.
Horrible human being.
So I, download the app again, and then, I just get, reassured that, people are interested in me, and then I'm like, okay, and then I just delete the app.
Those affirmations are awesome, stranger. Let's go.
People think I'm cute, cool, and then I'm just
dang.
And then I get sad because I'm viral.
Ask them if they think you're cute. Ask them if they think. I'm gonna ask the person I'm talking to if they think I'm cute.
Yeah, but you're talking to them. I'm not.
Okay.
Anyways,
right
people still use dating apps. I know a lot of people who have dated, who've dated. I know a lot of people who've dated. I know a lot of people who have met who've met through dating sites.
Successfully, or they're kind of
yeah.
Oh, we met, we don't talk anymore, or hey, we met and now I'm trying. More of the latter. Oh,
no. Some people that I know that have dated through a dating app, they're still together.
Okay, that's good then. I mean, what's the longest relationship of someone you know that's met on a dating app?
I don't know.
Do you think they became equals after the dating app, or they met on the dating app, talked on the dating app, met up through the dating app, and then they started dating? Because sometimes people connect on the dating app, they follow each other, and then they come back into each other's life later on, which is a little different, I guess.
Well, for the couple of times that I've met people through a dating app,
mm-hmm.
I, we stayed friends. It was never a relationship type thing.
Got you. Okay, so it was a okay, so how long did it take those people to, or how about you? How long did it take you to finally kind of meet up, or start go on a date through a dating app? Because it's why not go or transition from the dating app itself to another social media platform? Why stay on that hub?
Well, it does. It does go from your dating app, and then they usually ask hey, what's your Instagram or your Snapchat, and then then you give that to them, and then it moves from there to there, and then once you get more comfortable with someone through another social media app, then it's hey, what's your number? Do you want to text?
Dang, that's so many.
Or do you want to FaceTime?
Ooh, okay, I like that.
It is so many steps, but that's how it works.
The pipeline?
I guess I don't know. The two people that I stayed friends with over when I met through Tinder.
The ones you courted. The ones you courted,
the ones I courted.
You courted them little knights. The round.
Yeah. The first one we hung out. I think a couple weeks later.
After the day nap.
But after the match.
Ooh, after the match was.
We talked for a little through the dating app, and then messaged each other on Instagram, and then he hung out with me at my friend's party, and that's when we both made the realization hey, we'll just be friends.
Okay.
We like each other too much. We like each other too much to to like date. We just want to be friends. Like if we like, you know, like we clicked in a different way, and that's fine.
So like
but that was with the first person.
Okay, it's just like I hate the pipeline of it.
The second one was fucking crazy because I met him 2 days before Thanksgiving through the dating app.
Yeah.
We messaged for 2 days on there. No, for 1 day. We Snapchatted from the second day, and then on Thanksgiving we Snapchatted, got each other's numbers, and then on Black Friday we FaceTimed for 4.5 hours, and then I saw him the next day. It literally took 3 days to meet him.
My god, Kristen, we need to have the 3 day. Where's the song? The 3 day season. The 3 day Taurus. Fucking the plan. Like it's a plan of attack. I swear, it's a thing. It's a thing. Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Well, okay. So yes, we will have an episode on it.
Oh, sorry. Let me interrupt you for the third time. Is it okay if I interrupt you again?
Did they respond back to you?
Yes, I am very cute.
Oh, that must be nice. Anyways.
No, this is what you get for sending that raunchy meme right when we started recording.
I'm trying to get a response from the person that hasn't talked to me all day.
It was so funny though.
Anyways, so the person that I'm talking about is Hector, my best friend. So Emily, our friend, made a joke a couple of nights ago when we like all hung out because she was saying how she met one of her friends, like one of her like BFFs through like TikTok or Twitch or whatever. I forgot which one it was. And then we're like, you're meeting strangers online. And then she like yelled at both of us and she's like, you two met on a site. And then now look at you. And we started laughing. And he was just like, we met on a site because we wanted to meet. We were on that app because we wanted to meet. With Tinder, you're meant to meet people like that you want to like either date or pursue any other things. When they met, while as to like Emily and her friend met through like TikTok or Twitch. He was just like, I don't know, but I just thought it was funny that he was just like, her and I were meant to meet. Like we like swiped on each other for a reason because we wanted to meet each other. And I was like,
okay, so there's intentions there.
There are intentions at times.
Whether they're communicated or not, that's the weird thing about dating apps. And that's why I don't use dating apps. That expectation in some way, it's like dating app, you're expected to date. Like, I honestly just want to meet people, not even for a date.
Well, we didn't date.
Yeah. What's up?
We didn't date. That's the thing. We
so that's...
Yeah. And we became best friends. It was weird how easy it was to click with that person, with him. And I don't FaceTime people for 4.5 hours. Like, we do that now, like almost every day. And then in my head, I'm like, what the fuck are we even talking about? Like, how the hell?
What did you talk about? I know, that's really cute. Not like what did you talk? What could you possibly talk? Like, what did you?
I don't know. Like a couple days ago, I was having like a really bad night and we were on the phone. Mm-hmm. He said something that made me laugh. And I was just like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, I have no idea where that came from. And I'm like, I don't understand, but like, I get you. And he's like, dude, we have our own language. He's like, we literally talk every single fucking day.
We have our own language, like scat, man. Like it's just like, yeah,
we're like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We're just like, people don't understand.
They don't understand our love language. That's it. See, that's a better connection. Like that's the thing with dating apps. It's like, do you think you get to that level? Because you can't FaceTime. I mean, that would be really weird. Connect to someone, have like a really, like quick conversation. Like, yeah, if you vibe with them, cool. But like some people stay on the dating app and they stay on that hub and talking to the same person just through that dating app for like a day or weeks even. And I'm like, dude, just transition or just like meet up.
Yeah.
Just, like get over, I don't know, but just like meet up or like find some other ways to interact with them. Like through Instagram, it's more intimate because you can see their like stories or whatever, or like their posts. So there's more context to like who this person is. Or just meet up with them or talk on the phone for 4 hours. That's a great way to like learn how someone communicates, you know. Do you think that like helped develop the relationship? Yeah, the friendship, and also like understand like how they act and like how their mannerisms a lot more than talking on and off like every other day on a dating app?
I was with Amanda and Skylar on Black Friday and we like went shopping. When I was driving home, I called him for some reason. And then we like talked on the phone for like an hour and a half. And then I was like, you know what, let me just FaceTime you. And then we FaceTime and it was just really weird, like easy the transition was.
Right.
I've never felt this comfortable around someone before. So it was cool. It was nice. Mm-hmm. Like it's still nice to have like my best friend. But then again, like there's like a 1 in 100 chance for that to ever happen again, you know, through like a dating app.
To lead into our topic for the day.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I really enjoy like the study of like dating apps and stuff, like even from like a sociological standpoint because I'm like, I get it, the concept of it. I get what it's intended for, especially coming in clutch during the pandemic. It's like, these affirmations. There's actions to get the affirmations, you know, because it's like it's a dating app, so it's supposed to be slightly romantic and flirty with each interaction. So I'm like, all right, cool. But oh my God, wait, Kristen, were you on Tinder last fall? Like it was like October, September-ish. Did you use it or have it?
Maybe.
Okay,
I don't know.
because I remember there's like this interactive pick your own destiny kind of game. Like
for Halloween.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that. I never went on it, but I like.
It was
remember seeing it,
dude. It was so fun. I was mentioning to my homie Josh today. We had breakfast. Oh, it's so good. I want to take you to this breakfast spot, by the way. Anyways, I'm gonna take you there because I love having brunch with you. Remember when we went to brunch with like Skylar and Justin? That was nice. That was really nice. Anyways,
that was talk. Like 3 years ago.
Stop. I'll take you tomorrow. I'll take you next week. All right, no, we're planning. Anyways, so I was talking about this app and I'm like, bro, that is the only reason I re-downloaded Tinder because of that game. I saw how fun it was. I kind of want to play it. The thing is, it was so wild because it's like based on your decisions, it matched you up with people that had the same decisions as you. And I was like, that's cool. And that's where I met actually like my previous partner. Rest in peace. But yeah.
They're not dead.
Yeah, no, the relationship is though.
I was like,
they're not dead. I hope they're not. I mean, like they're a great person, but you know, the relationship's over. So anyways, that was a fun game. I kind of want to play it again. Find a YouTube video of all the like, you know, different ways to go the paths. Anyways. So the second question, someone asked, what are your midnight thoughts? Not like THOTS, but thoughts. Like, what do you think about at midnight?
That would be who are your midnight thoughts?
Whomst are your midnight thoughts about? All right, so I don't really like think at midnight. I don't think at all, basically. But I don't really have racing thoughts. They're like, you know, when people are like sleepless night and stuff like that, or like you're thinking about all the things that you should have done. Like sometimes I like head empty kind of thing, which is really nice.
Ass fat, head empty.
It's all stored in my gluteus maximus. The only times I do that is like when I get super anxious, but that's like once every, because there's, you know, like, because like I save my anxiety for the day. That's basically what happened. I save it. I put it on hold at night and I'm like, no. And then during the day, I have like anxious times, you know, anxious hours.
I have anxious hours every time.
Dang, not at night though. Oh, so is that the thing, like your midnight thoughts? Because like when I think at night, I'm just like, I wonder how this person's doing. But like, it's never like, you know, like keeping you up at night kind of thought.
I worry a lot in general.
Oh no.
I have anxiety and depression, so it's like it's kind of bound to happen. But it's okay. Like it's been okay lately, but like there are times where like I feel like just overexerted and just mentally and physically exhausted to the point where I don't know anymore, and then I cry and I overthink things and I like make up stupid scenarios in my head, and I'm just like, okay, well, this person didn't talk to me today, so like what is like, did I do something wrong? When I know exactly that I did not do anything wrong. It's just the fact that like that's just how it is. That's me right now. Like, you know, like it's just my mind is like, let's see how we can make you cry tonight kind of thing.
No, the goblin is just like, all right, let's go.
My little goblin's like, I'm ready to fuck shit up.
I'm ready to be a little thotty, but in the worst way possible. I want to be a hottie, not a thotty. Speaking of hotties.
Let's just bring up your like worst memories at this moment. And I'm just like, why?
That's okay. That's another thing. Like, have you heard that one instance where every time you relive a memory or like kind of like re-trigger a memory, you lose details within that memory? So every time you recall it, it kind of like loses clarity. Have you heard of that before?
I have, but then like if that's the case, I would want to think of it all the time. That way I could just like erase it out of my mind.
Exactly. And the thing is with like the trauma experiences is sometimes we not in the sense of me trying to like victim blame anyone there, but just psychologically. And I've noticed it with myself, and my therapist called me out on it. Not my main therapist, because I'm transitioning to a new therapist, because this new therapist is fucking great. Thank you, company I work for. But Cosmic Sense, thank you for paying for my therapy. She said that every time I recalled a traumatic experience, rather than forgetting the details that hurt me, kind of like lessening them, I was intensifying them, almost like in a sense, like romanticizing the attachment to it, so I could recall it more and like be eager to figure out why I felt like that. And that like triggers it more often, and it also like makes it way more traumatizing because it's like I make it more intense each time. and play on my feelings of like, maybe I felt even worse. Like, why am I recalling this? Maybe I felt worse and worse and worse. So like that happens, but it happens during the day. That's why it's not midnight thought. I'll just be working. I'll just be chilling, like drinking coffee. And I'll just be like, this sucked. Damn.
Hey, let's be sad.
Yeah. But at midnight, I'm just like, it's time to snooze, which is really good. I think, and that's part of my medication. That's kind of why, because it used to be midnight thoughts and I used to stay up, and now I'm just like, it's time to sleep. So God bless that. So we're going to be talking about staying the night over someone's house. The types like, family, friends, a significant other, a rendezvous, a little one night stand. Spending the night at someone's house is kind of, for me at least, I don't know about you, Kristen, but it's kind of interesting because, like, first of all, I don't know where anything is. So I literally, like, if it's dark, I'm gonna have to have like my phone with me or something, and like have a flashlight, like Indiana Jones, like adventuring. I don't know where the towels are. I don't want to ask anyone. Oh, and then like sometimes like random people just pop out of nowhere. Like I didn't know they have roommates. I don't know they have family. Random animals pop out, and I'm like, friend or foe? Like I don't know how to greet you. I don't know your name, animal or person. It's weird. It's basically, for me, I have a whole thing about being in other people's house. Like if I'm not monitored by them, or like kind of like they're not babysitting me or watching me like a child, I'm gonna be chaotic. I'm gonna knock stuff over. How about you? What's your experience? Kill. No, I literally, like, every time I go to someone's house when they're not in the room with me, I like start like knocking stuff over on accident, or I break something, and everyone could testify to that. Everyone I've been to their house.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're never allowed.
Yeah, that's literally why. That's why he said I'm not allowed in his house anymore. Like, God. But what's your experience with you know what? When's the first time you went to someone else's house that's not like a family member, or like without your parents, like dropped off like a friend date or kind of thing, play date?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Is that part of your thoughts? Like,
I was never really like allowed to sleep over anyone's houses when I was younger.
Same, yeah.
And I like only like barely started sleeping over people's houses. Like shit, I think
like in the 20s. Yeah. Same exact thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like I would occasionally sleep over like my best friend's house because like we would go out and drink, and then he would just be like, "You can just stay here." Perfect.
Yeah. God, where do you sleep? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, thanks. Knocks out on the couch.
Yeah, just like to sleep on the bathroom floor.
Yeah, I'm like, No, but I don't know. I think like my parents have been more. There are times where they're like, "Where are you? Like, why aren't you home?" Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, "I'm sleeping at someone's house. Like, I'll be home tomorrow." Mm-hmm. And it's like, I get their frustration, and they're worried, but at the same time, like, I'm kind of.
You kind of, yes. You're like between adults, yes.
I'm kind of 26, so it's just like it gets kind of frustrating because I'm just like, look, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like, I understand that I live with you, like, but just so you know, like, I'm not getting arrested. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not getting out here getting pregnant.
Arrested,
you know,
Mom.
like,
I'm in handcuffs, but not for that reason. Oh, you know what I'm saying, ladies? Oh no!
Oh.
Stop! I didn't say it. It's the midnight
thoughts. Don't tell me to stop.
The midnight thoughts. Those are the only thoughts I have.
I have never slept over anyone's, like, I've never slept over like a booty call's house or a like,
because it's the most confusing arrangement. That's why.
Yeah, or like a hookup house, like someone that I'm like dating. I've never slept over like anyone's house like that.
So yeah, it has to be like way more intimate. Like you've been over their house without those circumstances, like outside the circumstances. Yeah. Yeah,
like I've only slept over like my best friend's house.
Same, and like I'm barely not okay with it, but like I'm barely comfortable with it because like I'm a Taurus. I love my space. I love familiarities, and I love knowing where everything is, especially in the kitchen. Like if I get a little hungry, want some string cheese or something, or some oat milk, I gotta know where it's at. I don't know how they navigate. I don't know, like I sometimes I get anxious about like, what if I had to take a big one on that porcelain throne and they run out of toilet paper? I don't know if they have their toilet paper in the same place as me. I don't know if they're gonna have extras. I don't know if they went to Costco the day before and stocked up. Yeah, there's just like so many things I just overthink. I'm like, you know what? I'll just go home and be extremely tired instead of staying over at your house.
I think one thing that I'm like definitely afraid of is just like starting my period at someone's house and just being like, oh, there's only one woman who lives in this house and I don't know what she uses. And I'm too afraid to ask you because I don't know like what you're gonna say,
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, I'll just go home.
That's so, yeah. I mean, would you I would just be like, yo, if I'm not comfortable, I'll just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go home. Like I'll text you tomorrow. Like as much as like I enjoy them, it's just like I can't. I just can't stay over someone's house. Why?
I can
Barely.
Like after a while, like I don't know, like with my best friend, like I would like be there till like at their house until like 3 or 4 in the morning,
and then their parents staying over.
Yeah, and then their parents would be like, "Why don't you just stay?" And I'm just like, "Is that allowed? Like, am I allowed to?" And they're like, "Yeah, we'd rather you stay than go home at like this early in the morning."
That's true.
And they're like, even if you haven't been drinking, like we would rather you stay and like have breakfast with us in the morning. And I'm just like,
yeah.
That's so nice.
It is, dude. That's super nice. That's super homey and family. Like, have you ever been in a situation where you're like at someone's house like late or something? I guess not just staying over, but like kind of extending the night, extending the hang. That's kind of okay. That's the new episode. Extending the hang, not staying the night, but having that kind of like feeling of being in someone's space, like more intimate way. Has it ever been like a hostile almost, or like standoffish, or like I want to go but I can't, or like I don't know what to say?
I've never had that situation, but me as a person, I definitely think that I take people's time. Like I take up too much of their time.
You're like a time thief as the core.
I think so. I think so because like I'll sleep over their house and then the next day like we'll be hanging out and I'm like, hey, like, do you want me to go home yet? Or like,
do you want me
are
to
you
go
cool with me stay? Yeah, I'll be like, do you want me to go home? Like, do you have any plans today? And then they're like, no, like you could stay. Like you're more than welcome to stay. And I'm just like, okay, well, I don't want to be a bother and I don't want to like take up your time.
Like for the next day? Or
yeah,
I mean,
like
okay.
the next day.
Dang.
Like I slept over their house. Like I spent all day with them the day before. Slept over their house, and then the next day, instead of like waking up at like 10 o'clock in the morning and just being like, okay, I'm gonna go. Like
yeah, like
they want me to stay.
Our hang has, like
expired.
Yeah, expired. Yeah, exactly that.
Your hangout coupon has expired.
It's a pupakaka now, and I must go. I must retreat. And they pull you out. Someone like just like gets that like really long cane and pulls you off stage.
Yeah.
I feel that because like sometimes I overextend my stay as well. I don't know if it's uncomfortable or not. It's because I always feel uncomfortable. Like I did that with the with someone. Anyways, I did that recently, and I was like, do I go? Do I stay? In my head, like I didn't ask.
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, should I stay? Like it starts playing like in muffled speakers from like a 1998 Honda Civic in the outside, and I'm like, is that music or is it like a threat, like a nuclear bomb attack, like a siren?
Is that a fucking sign?
Is that a sign? Like what is that? And I was to the point where I'm like, do you want me to go? Like I straight up said it like in such a passive aggressive way too. I was like, do you want me to go? Like like I was bothering them, and like no. They were like, oh, dude, can you just like stay like as long as you want, please? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I want to do that either. I'm uncomfortable.
They wanted you to stay?
Yeah. And like, as much as I want to stay, it's like, this is the whole thing. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm comfortable staying. Where do I sleep? What if it's that situation where I'm like, they don't give me a blanket and I have to like use anything I could find? I had to pull the carpet hairs and cover my body with them. What if I get cold? What if I get too hot? Where's the bathroom? Just I was thinking about so many things, and that's why I'm like, I'm gonna go and like go eat.
Yeah, I get like that too because I'm just like, shit, like I don't know when their social battery's gonna run out. I don't know when like, but then again, my best friend is very honest, very upfront, and being like, okay, I'm ready for you to go home now. And then I'll laugh and I'll be like, perfect, thank you. Like I just like, I know that we need to have this conversation like when you're ready, but it's just like. I think that's just me overthinking and being like, hey, well, I'm being a burden. I'm spending too much time here. Like, they're going to get tired of me, And it shouldn't be like that because they are okay with me being there with them in their own alone time.
Mm.
So it's one of my fucking love languages, quality time and physical touch.
So, you could like mostly like combine those because like even with a homie, it's like, just like cuddle puddle with it. Watching movies and stuff, and like I do agree. That's the thing. Like I do agree. Quality time is like a really important thing. Like is both of our like love languages. That's like our top, priority. Yeah, it's like in someone's space. Like even though I want to be with them while they're like working on something, like even so, like they would appreciate me just being there, like my energy.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel like, am I bothering them in some way?
Yes, like being a burden.
Yeah. And I'm like, because that's the thing. Like when someone comes over to my house or like is in my space, I want to be a host, like almost like it's a party all the time. Because it's like, oh, a guest is over. You're a guest in my house. Be my guest. Because freaking Disney conditioned me to be like a hostess, you know, like I gotta cook for them, I gotta clean for them, I gotta wipe their
Hostess
butt.
with the mostest.
I gotta be the hostess with the mostest, and I gotta get all the magic lamps out. I gotta get the dancing, the choreography, you know, Beauty and the Beast style.
I gotta make the gray stuff.
What? The gray stuff? What is that?
Oh my god, you're talking about fucking Beauty and the Beast, and here you go. It's his fucking most famous line where he goes, "Try the gray stuff. It's delicious. Don't believe me. Ask the dishes."
Oh my god. I feel like a fool. No.
Get out of here.
I know, fake fan. I referenced something I could even reference back.
Fool.
I'm canceled. But you know what I mean? Like host kind of thing. I don't want to be burdened because I'm expect like, you know, I don't know. Like they ask me like, hey, do you want like tea or like, do you want something to drink? And I'm like, I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to exist in your own space.
Oh my god, I know. My best friend does that too. They'll be like, "Are you hungry?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I could eat." And they're like, "Well, what do you want to eat?" And then I'm like, whatever. Like I'm down, and they're like, "No, pick." And I'm like, "I don't want to."
Like I don't want to bother you now. And it's just like a whole like back and forth, right?
Yeah, I was just like, Ugh.
God, I that's like where I feel bad because I'm like, do I help you? Like, do I help clean something? Or like, I don't know where I throw the trash away. Where the fuck is the trash? Where is anything in this house? Where are your forks? I see there's so many things where I'm like, dang, I want to spend the night. I want to be with that person. I don't know about their space. Hey, what about this? Like, what about like road trips or spending the night in another space with someone? Airbnb, getaway, vacation, stuff like that. How do you feel about that?
I've never really like done that yet.
Not even with family, friends, or anything?
Not really.
Oh, no. No, what the? How about camping?
I've done camping.
Okay, all right. So that's like staying the night with different people in a different space.
I guess, yeah.
But
I mean,
like, you don't think it's the same kind of like...
well, I went with the person that I was dating at the time.
See, okay, that's what I mean. So it's like it's like staying the night, staying over somewhere, but with like in a different space. Like
yeah, it was definitely like a different, you know, like this person I was, you know, sleeping with. So it's something that I was like expecting, you know. When I like sleep over a friend's house, I'm not expecting to have sex with them because they're just a friend, you know. Like, anyways,
yeah.
I'm nervous.
Wait, why? What the? Is it the midnight thoughts? The stay in the night nervousness? Wait, you're in your own home. Why?
It's the midnight thoughts.
It's the midnight thoughts.
No, I don't know. Like it's, that's another thing too. Like if you're like going on a date and they like invite you to their house, like are they like implying that like they want to sleep with you, or like are they implying that like it's gonna happen? You know, like what if you don't want to? What if you don't want to do that? Like, I mean, obviously, if you don't want to do that, then like if it comes up, then you just say no. Like I didn't want to do this today. You know, like
yeah, because like that's what we talked about in our last episode, where it's like cooking dates. It's like, all right, you're already somewhere where you gotta cook. You know, you gotta like you're there. Well, you do after like thanks for the food. See ya. You could. You definitely could.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to like. I mean, like if it's something with like very caloric or it's like coffee or something. Gotta be careful because then you're like, is this gonna send me to the porcelain throne?
I know. Am I gonna shit my fucking brains?
Exactly.
That's another thing. That is another thing too. Sleeping over people's houses and the next day they want you to hang out. Do you ask them to shower at their house? Do you like?
Yes.
I've slept over. I think I've showered over. I think. I'm trying to think with my best friend. I think I've showered at their house once. But that's because we were doing something the next day with their family. So I was like, can I shower here? Like, is that okay? And they were like, yeah, that's fine. But other than that, like, I feel uncomfortable asking to take a shower there because that's their water, you know? Like, I don't want to waste their water for
their
like
water
to clean my body, you know? Like, I brought
a bucket. Yeah.
Like I brought like extra clothes and stuff, but it's just like, I don't know if I like can shower here. Like, and I don't want to just like get a towel and be like, I'm taking a shower, you know? Like,
oh yeah. Like,
it's not my house. Yeah.
That's the other thing, like house rules. I don't know their house rules, especially if they have roommates. Like, what if their roommates are very particular and their roommates are very antisocial? Because, like, you know, and also that's if with other people in a household or anything, that's also their space and their safe space, and they have like that's when they could recharge and don't have to socialize and stuff. So I feel like I'm a burden, or like not burden, but like I feel like in a way, I'm like an invader or a parasite to these people because I'm just crawling around gathering things for my friends in their kitchen, and I'm like, hello, my like a little roach. I'm like, hello, I'm here for the cheese for your roommates.
Yeah,
I'm gonna steal this cheese.
That's another thing too, where like I don't like getting up and like walking to the kitchen for like water and stuff, and then just being like, hi family, and then just like walking back into the room. I find that to be so fucking rude. And like I also find it to be rude. Family? No, like just walking in and then walking back out, like walking in, getting something, and then just walking back into the room and just like locking myself in there. I think that's rude. Like I'd rather just like stand out there and talk to the family for like a couple minutes and just like make conversation. At least have them know that I'm still there, you know, like they already
did the opposite. Oh man. Oh,
like they already know that like I'm there last night, you know, like they saw me, they said hi, but like instead of me just like walking into the kitchen, grabbing something and walking back into the room, like that's not my house. Like I want to be like respectful and be like courteous and be like, hi, how are you? Like, thank you for letting me stay, you know, like
I thought you meant like extending conversation. You're like, let me just plop down and like start watching the movie with them for a little bit. And then
no.
Okay. I totally I totally didn't get that because I was like, dang, I just did that. Like every time I go to person's house, I'm like, I do that. But then like I do exactly what you're saying. So I thought you were like calling me out on something.
No.
Okay, we're the same person. Kristen and I, easy.
Exactly the same, but different. I think it also depends on like how well you know their family. Because like with my best friend, like I know their family very well. So I mean, if I wanted to, I could sit down and be like, so what's up? Like, what are you guys watching? You know, like doing that. But you know, it also depends on just like how comfortable they are with you and like how comfortable you are with them, you know, in a way.
Exactly. Yeah. Like how well they vibe with you. And if they can hold a conversation. Also, it's like, it's cool because it's like, especially if they live there or like it's their family, it's like, yeah, you want to connect because like that's your homie or that's someone like you want to be in an intimate space with. You know? Yeah.
Or a potential boo thing, you know, like,
oh, boo thing. Except if they are trying to get out of a signed lease with their ex and they still live with their ex.
Oh, Jesus. That's hard.
I've heard of that situation. Oh my God. Where was I? Someone told me they're in that situation recently and I'm trying to remember who it was. God. Like it happened in real life.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's freaking hard. I would not be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how I would feel if my ex started dating someone and they started bringing them around our apartment. I feel like that would really hurt me.
That's exactly what they said.
Yeah, especially if the relationship did not end well. You know?
Yeah, they like. Oh, I remember. It was like a beach hangout, and someone I just met. Well, we've been mutuals, and then they were talking about their situation. I had no idea they were like that happened recently, and they broke up. They broke off with their partner. They're still in the lease for 3 months. Still, but they both have this down payment. They won't receive their their deposit if they just bail out, and they're paying for this apartment. So it's like you don't want to just not stay at some. It's like does that make sense?
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so they basically had to obviously not live in the same room. Figure out like living arrangements in that sense, and also like more like really strict boundaries on when they could be home at what time, and that makes it super complicated.
Shut
like
up!
They work
no way
exactly, and they work different hours of the week. Like it's a week by week schedule, non-traditional, like 9 to 5. So it's always random. So they're always seeing each other, or like people are always over. Their friends are still over, and I'm like, bro, just listening to that, I felt so bad. I was like, I told them like, bro, I would just live in my car. That's so bad.
That like, fucking sucks.
Yeah, or like stay in another apartment, mates. Like if someone on their floor like has an open, I don't know.
That's so hard though, dude. Like,
like imagine.
I can't imagine that.
What would you do? Like, what kind of like boundaries would you set if someone was like, if not in your case, but like a roommate that happened to them and they're like partners or like someone like friends or even like roommates, like one of them wants to like get out of the lease early or something.
They can't. You can't. And you can't. No. In order to get out of like a lease, like let's say that like you, me, and someone else all live together. and then the third person was like, I fucking hate you guys. Like, I want to leave.
Oh.
They would have to pay their rent for the amount of like months that they want to leave. So like, let's say we got a year lease and they want to like leave within 6 months. I think you have to pay the other 6 months before you leave.
So you basically just have to like pay in advance and then like leave?
Yeah, because
That
like
sucks.
it does suck, but like, why would you want to fuck someone over like that? Like, and be like, okay, bye, you know?
Yo,
Like,
so many people do that. Like that's like a whole thing with like people trying to get out the lease early to like move in with their partners, like or another roommate or another situation.
yeah, no, don't
And
do
it
that.
happened. I feel like it happens so much, and we'll probably talk about that when we talk about like finances and stuff.
Mhm.
Because like that's something I'm scared of, because that literally has happened to everyone I know that has moved out with like roommates they hardly,
Mhm.
yeah, or like in a living situation with people like they barely know and they know like one person kind of. Okay, I was gonna say like even like friends, like because I spent the night at like a homie's the homie's pad, the homie the man cave, and it was like that kind of situation where someone was I like one of the roommates was like trying to like dip out the lease early, and once they entered the room or anything, like the vibes were so bad,
Really?
bad. Yeah, because like everyone just gets quiet. Like it's almost like when you're talking like shit about someone, and then they walk in the room and you knew they like it's obvious they heard what you said.
You're like,
It was like that every time. Yeah, like every time they entered, it was just like dead. Like the room just like died. And I'm
Ooh.
like, what's going? Like I even like because like it's me, it's Paul. I'm like, what's going on? Why is everyone so quiet now? I'm telling a joke,
and everyone's like, shut the fuck up, Paul.
dude. Basically, yeah. Everyone was like not having it. I was trying to like like brighten the mood for some reason, and then they're like, yeah, he's moving out, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay. You all have 4 months left of your lease. Okay.
Yeah, you're like, I don't think it works like that.
Yeah, and that's another situation that adds up to why I don't want to spend the night, because I'm like, what if that is a situation in that household? I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want that.
Yeah.
What if their pet approaches me and I don't know the pet's name? I don't want that.
Yeah, I get that.
Little bird flying around. I don't want to interact with that bird. I don't know the bird's name.
Sorry, bird. I don't have
Sorry,
time for you.
I don't have time for you. But end of the night, oh God. Hopefully, if y'all stay over the night at someone's house, you'll make waffles. Or that's the thing. Like I want to make food for someone if I stay over the night, but then I don't know where anything is, so I can't. Feel bad. I don't want anyone to cook for me because they don't know my taste preference or palate. So very particular. I don't know about you, Kristen, but like I would love for people to stay over my house rather than stay over their house. How do you feel about that?
If I had my own place, I would definitely love to like have people sleep over all the time. I don't know. I feel like I'm a very homey type of person.
Homey. Like
And
a good
I'm-
host or like a low maintenance host, which is like still really good. That people feel comfortable.
Yeah. And I think, honestly, I think it's just because like for me, I love having people over all the time because it like takes away from my like anxiety. And like if I could fucking live with my best friend, I definitely would.
Oh heck yeah! Oh my god, yeah.
And
Like-
it's yeah.
Oh sorry, what are you saying?
No, it's okay. And it's just like, like it just having that like every day, all day of just being like, hey, like me and my homie, like we have a great time together, like it's
Yeah, just vibing. Just sleepovers every single day.
yeah, but that's
Making
basically
pillow
what
forts.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah, making pillow forts. We're gonna cook tonight. That's the thing but it's like extended days. So when it's one night, no, it's temporary. That's the awkward thing. I think you mentioned it. Like it like the one instance of like when you walk out of the room, it's like you greet people, you say hi, you're like hello, like acknowledge they exist, kind of thing.
I'd be like, what's up, bitch?
What's up? And they're like, hey, hi, how you doing? If it's the dog, it's like pow pow pow, and it's like, oh, it's you. I saw you 5 minutes ago. Hi. And it's like pow pow, and it walks away. And the one like instance I don't know, or the circumstance I wouldn't know how to like handle or react to, is like one, the hostile environment. If like a fight breaks out, I'm like, do I leave is there an argument that I shouldn't be a part of or intimate? And then 2 is like the next day. Like, is it an extended 2-day hang? When do I leave? Do I leave after breakfast? Do I like help with anything? I don't know. What do you do? Do you leave after breakfast, Kristen? Do you just head on your way?
After like hanging out at a friend's house?
Yeah.
I see what they want. Like, I usually just ask. I'm like, so, do you got any plans today? Or like, do you want me to leave?
You got any plans with me?
You wanna go do something with me today? You know, and it's just it basically everything comes down to fucking communication, my guy. Like everything. Like
everything.
I don't fucking know. Like it's just it's hard. It's hard because I'm just like
It's kind of like what do you want? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what do they
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
you know what's also hard too? Or it's not hard, but I like recommend you to do. Fucking say no. If someone wants to like, if someone is overstaying their stay, let them know that you want them to go home.
That's hard. Yeah.
Like, just let them know. Like, just be like, hey, you know, I'm getting kind of tired. Is it okay? Not even is it okay? Like, fucking leave. Can you fucking leave, please?
Like, gotta go. And here, that's the thing. Like, oh my god. How do you tell them like their stay? Yeah, look at. Oh my god, you could send that meme very passive aggressively. You know the one I send with the guy, the stock photo of him like pointing at the watch.
Oh yes, it's just be like time for you to go.
Yeah, literally, it's like time for you to go. I'm gonna send that to the group chat when I'm like feeling tired. If anyone stays over, or we're at other people's house and because out they're getting tired and they don't want to host or party anymore, I'm gonna send that to our group chat to the fellowship.
Time to go.
It's like time to go. Time to wrap this up. I feel like that's hard to communicate without coming off as like, you know, like an ass.
Oh yeah.
Because what if they do need to stay? Like, what if they're too tired and then like something like they, you know, can't drive home or something?
I mean, if they can't drive home and it's just to sleep, then yeah, I'll let them fucking stay. But like
that's the hard thing. It's like, what if in the next day, like you're not sure if they're gonna wake up on time or like oversleep, or what if you have to go to work? You know, like, and they're like, okay, like.
But that's when you. You're gonna feed my cat while I'm gone. That's like another thing that you just have to like. You just have to have that conversation with the person, just being like, hey, just to let you guys know, I do have work tomorrow, so you know, like you guys are more than welcome to stay, but please make sure that you leave by this time. You guys can leave when I leave. You can even say that, you know.
That's okay. So what about a group of people staying in their house? That's why I'm like, okay, it's easier. I was thinking like it was easier to do with one person because they're like, all right, cool. You can stay over. Like you said, like mention it before they go to sleep. You're like, you got to be out by 6 a.m. because I have work. But what about a group of people or like the homies? Like if it's a cuddle puddle and you're like, oh no, I gotta go, and then they gotta go at this time, and then like, what if someone keeps it going? Like you just say like their curfew. My house closes at 7 a.m. Y'all need to be out of the house. Oh
yeah, because it's your house.
True. Okay.
That is your house. They should follow the house rules. You have to be like, hey, I'm tired. Can you guys leave? And then everyone's like, yeah. And if people try to make you fucking feel bad and they're like, oh, really? You're fucking ending it? And be like, yes, I'm fucking ending it. I'm tired. Like, please leave.
I'm ending it. I'm tired. Every relationship I've been
in. Yeah. I'm like,
for the podcast. Yeah, no, I'll cut that out. So, spending the night, staying the night. Should you do it? Absolutely. Should you do it with a stranger? Should you do it with your family and friends if they're cool? Should you spend the night with them somewhere else? Definitely, especially if it's camping. For sure. Bring your overnight supplies. Always have a duffel bag with a change of clothes because you never know when there's going to be the big California earthquake or you need to spend the night at someone's house. Only those two options. That's kind of like that's all I gotta say about that. I mean, like I'll update you when I spend the night at someone's house again. Or at another place. You know what, dude? I was thinking, Kristen, like spending the night or like extended amount of time in someone's space, like really, like reveals like how they are by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like how they live. Like you live like this. What was your?
Did you
What
live
was,
like this?
did you ever have? Do you ever have that moment like when you spend the night at someone's house, or like spend a long time in their house, and you're just like, damn, you live like this?
Hold on. Yeah. That's hard. I'm not one to fucking judge. I mean, I've been on like a first date where I've gone to their place and I'm like, ooh, you think this is mean? Like, what the fuck?
You think it's good? You're looking at the corner, like the literal like a little spider web. You're like, what?
I'm
What
like,
is when just like, Oh my god. Do you ask for extra pillows? Do you like? I'm so high maintenance when I'm hosting people. Not when like I could care less when I spend the night at someone's house or anything. Like I'm like, dude, bare minimum, I'll sleep in the bathtub. I don't care.
I know,
but
when I'm a host, I'm like, are you okay? Do you need a blanket? Do you want some milk? Do you want some water?
Yeah.
Do you want
a
like
neck pillow?
Do you want like all of these things? Do you want a fucking massage? Do you want some cookies?
Yeah.
Like I'll do all this shit for you. And then they're like, no, stop. And I'm just like, are you sure? Are you happy? Are you okay? And they're like, fucking Kristen, stop. Shut up and watch the movie. And I'm just like,
wait, there's a movie playing now? No, okay. Oh my god. You know what? We should all have a cuddle puddle sleepover for the Fellowship of the Quarantine. That would be fun. Oh, we are like when we go to what Vegas or something?
yeah, we're going to Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas, and then we could combine our spaces for outside lands and have a cuddle puddle.
Honestly, I think for Vegas, I think that we should just like rent out the like presidential suite.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the prison. I'm like,
No, the
what?
presidential like the biggest fucking suite that they have. And like
God,
I'm pretty sure it'll be like a little expensive, but like if there's 8 of us going, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to afford it.
You know what? I think we should just walk in and do like, like what they did in like The Hangover, and then just go in and be like, did Caesar really live here? Did he really? Is this really his palace? And same with the Trump Tower. It's like, did Trump really triumph here? Is this where he was born? And they'll give you a free room, easy. Oh my god! And if you go to the Cirque du Soleil, that one you have to do a backflip and you're good. That's your room if you're flexible enough.
They're like, can you touch your toes? Be like, yeah, I think so.
Do the thing that Patrick does, where his like toes come to his hands.
Yes, that's so good.
I'm super down for that, and like that's the thing, y'all. If you have a moment, if you have the time and the space available to spend some time, spend the night with your friends. See if they snore or not. See if you like that. Have a pillow fight. I don't know what friends do when they spend the night over. I wasn't. Yeah. Wait, what? Heal them? Kill them or heal them?
Kill.
Ah, yes. Oh, play Twister. Yo. Twister.
No,
that's fun.
sexy.
Oh, no, I didn't read that. No, I was like, remember the last time I played, I was like
totally
at the YMCA.
kidding.
I was a child. Sexy Twister wasn't a thing at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Twister was fun. That was like one of those like game night things where it's like it was like pre video game Wii era.
Hold on. It might get loud. I'm in the middle of recording. My family just came in.
They busted. Wait, what's up? Like Kool-Aid Man.
Basically.
Kristen's been spending the night her whole life. No. What's our experience with it?
Well, if you ever want to sleep over at anyone's house, make sure you bring a toothbrush because I'm pretty sure they're not going to smell your stinky breath the next morning.
Exactly. Bring your own towel too. Bring your own Crocs. You don't want athlete's foot, especially if it's a random person a stranger. Yeah, stranger.
I have a special guest right now. Hold on. It's my sister. Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, I have air horns for that. Oh, sister air horns.
What? Hello. Me. Paul.
Another air horn. Hey.
Do you want to ask Clarice a question?
Yes. Okay, here's the question.
This is for our outro. We're ending our podcast, so we'll just do one question for you.
One question. Okay. Here's the question. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
What was the first thing you said today?
I didn't say anything the first thing I woke up today. I cried.
Sorry, I had my sound off. What? I would ask it again. I turned the sound off for y'all.
Why?
I don't know. Don't ask me questions. I'm asking the
So
questions.
then did it not record that?
No.
Because it recorded it on my
your
end.
On your end, it recorded it, but I don't. Okay, so I'll find out the answer when I edit it, basically, I guess. Damn. I'm anxious
She said
now.
that she didn't say anything when she first woke up. She cried.
What?
Yeah,
Are you
I cried.
You really cried?
And I pulled the weed.
That's wild.
You didn't
Get
know?
loco up in there. Oh my god, that's you should see a therapist for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It was
This
my
is about-
sister's fault too.
We're literally a podcast about healing, bettering yourself, and I'm gaslighting your sister right now. I'm victim blaming her. I'm so sorry.
He's apologizing to you.
No, I don't need it.
Oh,
I'll just go cry myself.
I'll just be better.
Just
I'll just
it's
be
a
better,
full
don't worry.
circle.
Oh my god, no! Make it a square. Spice it up.
You know, triangles
A
are
rhombus.
actually the strongest of all
Triangles?
shapes. Yes,
Why? Because the Illuminati.
maybe, or maybe that's
Ooh.
why they chose the triangle.
They chose a triangle because they can't think of any other shapes because they're like so boring. Boring.
Wait, why? Why is it the strongest shape?
Because it's like you look it up, and you'll know.
It's
It has
pointy
like
on all ends.
points, and it's like that's why a housetop is a triangle.
The roof, you mean?
The house top. Oh my god. The house hat.
Stop.
The house is.
I don't know. There's a reasoning. There's a reasoning.
You ended our outro music.
Oh shit. Oh wait. Okay, let me start at a random spot. Here we go. Anyways, before we were rudely interrupted. No, I'm kidding.
We weren't rudely interrupted. I
I'm
added her in.
kidding. Ah! Am I
Now she's
kidding?
gonna go cry for
Fine.
reasons.
It's all a joke up in here.
Say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Oh wait, we have an audience up back here. Bye.
Oh, he put an audience for you.
And there's the audience for me. Again. Jesus.
Well,
It's like being booed off after a Guitar Hero. Like I keep on hitting the wrong notes, and I found out like my hands were shifted the wrong way. Anyways, there's the outro music.
you just failed.
I just failed.